Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background. Sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cardinals ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire going for a big play right off the bat. Snatches it on the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown Volunteer! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Louisville Cardinals offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much.
Makes the grab on the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He got it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that...
Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Vols will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 6th play of the drive coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Wells. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Jefferson. Runs through the tackle. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Makes the grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of him. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Harris will throw. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They'll give it to him again. They knock him down right there.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard. Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start this drive firing. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. On second down, he'll fire. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. With the catch, it's Hutchinson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown ball.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Powers through the defender. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And now this offense will take the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. Got a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. Getting some nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. Harris back to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's reeled in. It's Hutchinson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that